Jenny was a 20-year-old girl with a deep passion for travel. She loved exploring new places, meeting different people, and experiencing diverse cultures. Ever since she was a child, she had been fascinated by the idea of visiting London. She had spent countless hours reading books about the city's rich history, studying maps and watching documentaries about its famous landmarks. London had always been her dream destination, and now she was determined to make that dream a reality. One evening, Jenny shared her thoughts with her best friend Anna. "I want to visit London," she said, her eyes gleaming with excitement. "It's such a historic city, full of life and culture. I think it would be an incredible adventure." Anna smiled warmly and encouraged her. "You should go, Jenny. You're young and you love adventures. This is the perfect time to explore the world. I know you'll have an amazing experience." Her friend's words filled Sarah with determination. She decided to start planning her trip immediately. Though she felt a mix of excitement and nervousness, she knew that this journey would help her grow and become more independent. Over the next few weeks, Jenny dedicated her time to planning every detail of her trip. First, she created a list of the places she wanted to visit: Big Ben, Tower Bridge, Buckingham Palace, Hyde Park, the British Museum, and many more. She wanted to make sure she saw all the famous landmarks and experienced the city's vibrant atmosphere. Next, she searched for flights and accommodations, comparing prices and reading reviews. After careful consideration, she booked a cozy yet affordable hostel in central London, ensuring it was safe and comfortable. Jenny also made sure all her travel documents were in order. She checked her passport's validity, researched visa requirements, and made copies of important documents like her flight tickets and hostel reservation. Since she didn't want to carry too much cash, she applied for a travel card that she could use like a debit card in London. Another crucial part of her preparation was learning about British culture and customs. She read about local etiquette, common phrases, and even practiced some British English expressions. She wanted to be respectful and fit in as much as possible. To stay connected with her family and friends, she decided to buy a local SIM card upon arrival instead of using expensive international roaming services. The night before her departure, Jenny packed her bags carefully. She double-checked her checklist, ensuring she had everything she needed: clothes, toiletries, travel documents, and her camera to capture unforgettable moments. She placed her bags by the door, set multiple alarms, and went to bed early, knowing that the next day would mark the beginning of an incredible journey. The morning of her flight, Jenny woke up feeling a mix of excitement and nervousness. She got dressed, had a quick breakfast, and checked her bags one last time. Her parents drove her to the airport, offering words of encouragement. "Be safe, stay alert, and enjoy every moment," her mother said, hugging her tightly. Her father added, "We're proud of you. This is a great experience for you." Jenny smiled, reassured by their support. After checking in and passing through security, she boarded the plane and settled into her seat. As the aircraft took off, she looked out the window, watching the familiar sights of her hometown disappear. A sense of adventure filled her heart. She was finally on her way to London. The flight was long, but Jenny kept herself occupied by reading, listening to music, and watching a movie. As the plane began its descent, she gazed out of the window, mesmerized by the sight of London's skyline. She could see the Thames River winding through the city, with the towering skyscrapers and historic buildings creating a breathtaking view. Her heart raced with excitement. She had finally arrived in London. After landing, Jenny collected her luggage and took a taxi to her hostel. On the way, she marveled at the city's beauty, spotting red double-decker buses, black cabs, and charming old buildings. When she arrived at the hostel, she checked in and was pleased to find that her room, though small, was cozy and clean. She met her roommates, who were also travelers, and they quickly bonded over their shared love for adventure. On her first day, Jenny woke up early, eager to start exploring. After a light breakfast at the hostel, she set off to see Big Ben. She took a bus and enjoyed watching the city pass by through the window. When she arrived, she stood in awe, admiring the grand clock tower. It was even more magnificent in person. Next, she walked to Tower Bridge, where she took countless pictures and admired the stunning views of the Thames River. Jenny continued her journey to Buckingham Palace, where she witnessed the famous changing of the guard ceremony. The guards, dressed in their iconic red uniforms and tall black hats, moved in perfect synchronization. It was a fascinating experience. Afterwards, she strolled through Hyde Park, enjoying the fresh air and peaceful scenery. She sat on a bench watching people jog, walk their dogs, and have picnics. For lunch, Jenny visited a quaint cafe and tried the classic British dish, fish and chips. It was delicious. She loved experiencing new cuisines. Later, she explored the British Museum, where she was amazed by the vast collection of historical artifacts. She spent hours learning about different cultures and histories, completely captivated by the exhibits. Each day, Jenny ventured out to explore different parts of London. She visited the London Eye, enjoying a panoramic view of the city from the top of the giant Ferris wheel. She walked through the Covent Garden, watching talented street performers and browsing through charming shops. She indulged in a full English breakfast at a traditional cafe, shopped at Camden Market, and marveled at the diverse street food at Borough Market. Jenny also took a day trip to Cambridge, where she explored the historic university town. She wandered through the beautiful college courtyards, visited the renowned libraries, and even went punting on the river. It was a serene and picturesque experience, offering a perfect break from the hustle and bustle of London. Throughout her trip, Jenny faced some challenges. One day she got lost while exploring a less touristy area of the city. At first she panicked, but she quickly approached a kind local for directions. With their help, she found her way back safely. Another challenge was London's unpredictable weather. She had forgotten to bring an umbrella and got caught in a sudden downpour, ending up drenched. But she laughed it off, found a cozy cafe, and enjoyed a warm cup of hot chocolate while waiting for the rain to pass. One of the most memorable experiences of her trip was attending a theater performance in London's West End. She watched a famous play and was mesmerized by the acting, music, and set design. It was an experience she would never forget. As her trip neared its end, Jenny reflected on all the incredible moments she had experienced. She had made new friends, tasted amazing food, learned about history and culture, and discovered her own strength and independence. Traveling alone had been both exciting and empowering. On her last day, she packed her bags, ensuring she had all her belongings and souvenirs for her family and friends. As she took a taxi to the airport, she gazed out at the city, feeling a bittersweet mix of emotions. London had given her unforgettable memories, and she knew she would return someday. On the flight home, Jenny thought about how much she had grown from this experience. She felt more confident, independent, and ready for new adventures. As she stepped off the plane and into the warm embrace of her family, she knew this was just the beginning of her journey as a traveler. Her dream of visiting London had come true, and now she was ready to dream even bigger.